We're back for today, and let me just post a few links. Let me post a few links, and then we will start very quickly. We will start very quickly, and we start. I mean, let's actually just start now. Uh, yeah, just haven't been able to work today on it so far. I mean, worked on it yesterday quite a bit, but it was mainly just launching. Yo, super. Yeah, that's the. I don't know. Reality of doing this is that working super hard every day, and like I really need to do the streams super, like a lot earlier, because otherwise I'm just honestly too tired. Like I wake up at like 4 or 5, and then have basically haven't eaten today. So reality of the business is like, well, reality is I've basically haven't gone outside of the room and haven't eaten like the whole day. So like I'm absolutely dead tired. So um, today's gonna be fairly short, but I just wanted to show the real truth that sometimes just things aren't easy, but like you have to commit, and like if you give up one time, you'll give up every time, and so that's not the mindset here. We so yesterday so the format for these Twitch streams is we look at the market and then we build and we ship stuff. There is a few things I want to do. So yesterday I said, yeah, we send that to 10 users. I'm not really happy with the success rate of the strategies, 60%, and I want to make sure that if we do a strategy on BTC, I can backtest that quickly on PineScript, which is the framework or language used on TradingView, and I want to make sure that this works just fine. And yeah, we look at markets, we look at that, and then potentially something special for the end. But if that takes more than an hour, I might just dead ass just sleep on the stream. Market wise, what we said yesterday is we won't. I mean, yesterday was long, and I was expecting the CME to open positively. What happened is, I mean, really not much has happened. Now, what you see though is the CME reaction wasn't really what you wanted to see. We sold off, but at the same time, we haven't really broken any level. Yesterday, we tagged a few resistance on altcoins, and we had a big retracement on Dogecoin, and Pepe, like meme coins pulled off insanely hard. But honestly, there was nothing much that changed between Friday and now. So it's basically a waiting game on BTC. Nothing. Like we're basically in the range, so you can think that we will probably do something like this and then range for some time. I think the market's not really ready to break down lower. It might squeeze a bit harder, but you have to assume that it's a range until proven otherwise. And I think chasing alts, if you're stuck in the middle, you can get you can get squeezed really hard. Like I did catch a short on Tao earlier. That was the a bit announcement, so that was an interesting short. I post some trades on the proper Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do check it out. A bit announcements are usually just the easier, especially in the bear market, the easier type move because it's always a fade. And what I'm currently doing is I'm long lit, so lighter token, and then short. I'm short hype, and I'm short Aster. And so far it's been going well. The reason why I'm doing pair trading, sorry. The reason why I'm doing pair trading is because the environment is just too range bound, no direction. And so holding like a clear long bias or short bias, you can't be outright short, like you're basically shorting at the bottom. If you zoom out, like stuff is beaten down so hard, but at the same time, like being outright long in a range bound environment isn't really gonna work out for you. Like so the reason for going hype, well, long lit and short the other perp decks is my view is that hype is had a huge run based on the DATs that acquired. I think Paradigm also acquired some tokens, and overall hype is a token that's insanely over owned, and it's a very crowded trade. And if you actually want to look at hype, what hype does most of the time is go on a huge run and then range for some time. It's a hard asset to trade, and I'm not comfortable shorting anything here except hype. I think, especially this weekend, for example, it was just lacking strength as people were just chasing other things. And I think a bunch of the catalysts like HIP3, equity markets, etc. is. I was very lucky to catch the hype long here that was on the stream, but for now, I don't see a clear catalyst, especially in the bear market, or it's run up like 50% from the lows. So it's what I'm doing, and a good platform. I have no ref links or anything. Is peer protocol or pair protocol, sorry, and you can go long lit. Well, I'm not. None of what I'm saying here is financial advice, but wait. Yeah, you actually can't. Wait, what the hell? I am not sure what's going on here, but I think you can go. Yeah, you can go long. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry for the platform, but I basically can't select anything now. Or perhaps I need to connect my wallet, and I don't want to connect all my wallets on here. Yeah. Alright, but yeah, the concept is I'm just doing this pair trade at the moment because this market I don't have a strong enough of a view. Although it's more likely, like in the pattern you see here on the range, I think we likely chase a bit higher, like 74, and then look at more downside. I think it depends on the EQ and just overall equity market. Alright, so now that we have this out of the way, if you haven't checked it out, we've improved the proper website yesterday. Looks pretty cool with the other book. I think all that is super slick, and that was vibe coded. We don't vibe code everything, but we do write code quite some stuff. All right, so what I want now is I want to make sure the strategies that are created in Python are bulletproof, and that the backtest data is actually real. So what we'll do, and I'm starting a new session, so it lacks context, but I want to say when you generate a strategy, give me a way to test it against PyScript in TradingView, or in fact any other additional ways to test, or any other additional way to test to ensure my strategy build and back test is solid. I think I've lost connection, but on a specific case I've created here, I found this from the web. Like, I was just testing a random strategy, the SFP strategy. SFP being a swing failure pattern. So it's when we can't get like something that was previously resistant as support. Typically what happened with BTC, it works. I mean, usually it works well, where you have we had a huge SFP in August, and that's actually when we took one of the loss here, like August 21st, I believe. But what my script was doing is actually look to compute the strategy, it was doing lookups in the future, and so our approach to backtesting was actually not fully correct. And so now I think it was just an exception, because I've rolled over every strategy and that was just not doing it. But I was disappointed in the way it behaved for that strategy, so you have to assume that it would have done it. So obviously a strategy is going to be good if you have access to future information. So I want to make sure that, let's say you have a quant that looks at this tool, and we backtest it over TradingView. I'm not sure how I'm connected to my account, but if you backtest this against TradingView, then it looks solid. Yeah, so I think what's most commonly used is the Pine script in TradingView. I'm actually never, the Pine script editor, is it here? Wait. Where is Pine script? Pine script. Alright, cool. I think you can have this on the bottom of the chart. I don't know. I'm not sure where it is. But we, for each build, we'll want to get a Python script later to make sure it just is solid. Because I do the bigger push tomorrow. And if it's not, then we probably have an issue. And is it, like, is the way I generate the strategy not correct? I want to make sure, like, with fictional data, obviously you can't do it with Python script. But just BTC only or ETH only data, like, I don't know, if you put this SFP strategy and that doesn't work, like it just gives you random data, then our system is complete bullshit, and that's not good, obviously. And that's obviously not good. So although we could run multiple agents, we're not going to. Actually, I'm saying this, but I want to try something out. Sorry for this. I'm always curious to know. For the sake of tomorrow, we will hide the. Can you put on the tab? We will hide on the tab Launchpad AI trading order flow and OF data as soon. Features aren't ready yet. Like we worked on a lot of things, but I think we got really excited and just I'm not ready to, like, those features are basically not ready for launch. Like, I just want to make sure we do a couple of things, but we do them great. And if we're not ready, then we should not move forward. So now for each strategy, we will be able to export it to Python script. So the way it's gonna work is we will take up Python codes. As a reminder, we generate the Python code for every new strategy, and then we execute this. Like, for example, here, if you want to backtest this, we will we run that against our virtual machine that executes in Python. So AI just doesn't. The issue is you can't just edit the strategy now; it's just basically stuck. And so if you want to edit it, you have to redo it. We could build like a node-like system, but a bit overkill for now. So the way I understand this is we convert from Python over to Python scripts. Export to. Alright, so let's give it a try. It's gonna help me out on making sure stuff is bulletproof. Welcome everyone, I see was 6. It's a cool thing. We it's a small number, but we're working through every day, and I think as we gather revenues and traction, more people are gonna show up, and yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great journey. So let's get this going. We are modifying the tab. I mean, we have a lot of students. Honestly, looks a bit silly now. So let's try and improve. Alright, just do coming soon tab, which you can drop down, We have to many coming soon. Coming soon items. Another idea I have for this app, but then that we go beyond just the backtesting thing, which is not good. But it would be an app that got rid of everything. It would be an app that's by the way, we'll try and put the news within the capabilities, because the news are capabilities. Yeah, there we go. Now we have this coming soon stuff. Then can you put the news tab in the capabilities, and then I should be able to view the news from the capabilities tab. So that way, when a user comes in, they just know, okay, I need to just focus on the strategies. Signals, that's it. One thing we can probably or potentially add, which would be of great value, is the ability to add a tab, which is, the way I see it is, I'm just trying to add value to the users. But the way I see it is, you would have one tab with AI trader, like AI, or like AI, I don't know how you call this. Let's say AI signals, and then you would have one guy that is a momentum trader, and you would see, okay, this guy is bearish, long time, like medium time frame, low time frame, high time frame, and then you would see this guy that's a macro trader that would tell you, hey, I'm bearish, I'm bullish, whatever. And I think what we can have for today is, well, this would probably be AI insights. I'm not sure how you'd call this. Oh yeah, I would say probably just market insights, and then a guy that's like a trading personality that's a momentum trader. I think that's an easy one to implement, and I think that's one we can look at almost every day. There we go. We have the news section that's being displayed. So I would say now add a tab called AI Insights. The vision I have for this is that when you land on this screen, you have the views of specific AI trading agents, and their views of the markets almost in real time. For example, you would have the momentum trader insights based on key moving averages, then the technical expert, etc., and then start with the implementation of the momentum trader. Look at BTC and the large cap and give me bias, short, medium, long term for all, for these large caps. And let's see, I think every time we review the market, then we can look at those momentum traders. What I like about this is that Alright, so that works. What I like about this is that if every stream we can look at the, what's the bias of the day, and then you have your agents that tell you, hey, like we must, let's say on a market overview, we're saying, hey, market's looking bullish. We have to stay grounded in reality and keep in mind that high time frame things look bearish. And so if I can have an agent that's telling me, okay, the market is range bound, then we can adapt. And I think as a trader, you can adapt. So perhaps it's not a feature that's really meant for this app, and it's meant for another stack, like a trading companion that would follow you along your journey. Potentially that's the thing. So now this is ready. So now give me the example of strategy I could test on BTC. Now we're getting this PineScript editor. Well, exporter, sorry. So I want to make sure something that we generate is valid with PineScript as well. If it's not, then yeah. Alright, cool. Let's do the RSI one. Let's do this, and gotta make sure the basics work right. And then tomorrow is gonna be, I think, a lot more exciting because it's we'll look at the app stats, app reviews, see what's going on. Now we'll just approve the plan for the other thing, which is add an AI Insights tab, starting with, like, you get the perspective of the market from the trading agents, and you start with the momentum trader. So it's going to give us a bias of the market, short term, medium term, long term. And it's going to give us bullish, bearish, neutral, which is a dumb thing, but honestly momentum trading works most of the time in crypto. So now I can export to PineScript v6 my RSI strategy. So let's see. I think this is going to be useful for any quant that wanna use that. I've never used PineScript, so I'm a bit of a... Alright, if I save that? Alright, cool. Fuck. No variable alternative at character. Is this, how can I save that? Wait. Okay. I think that was just, cool. So we've got our mean reversion. And then, how can I... Wait, how does that work? Click add to chart. Man, I'm such a boomer there. To run the delete all code and paste script. Click add to chart. Alright, so apparently I need to get my... Can I actually get a PineScript editor on there? Wait. Wars. One day I saw it was below down there. I just don't know how, like, where it is now. Is it here? No, it's not here. Alright, so I understand my script. Alright, so my script is here. Okay, that's the way you want to do it. So, okay, that's how I get. And I understand it would look at the. Alright, so let's see what's up. BTC, and I understand it takes the same time frame. So, a time frame here is the 4-hour time frame. Alright, so 4-hour time frame, 53 trades. We took 49 trades. Wait, yeah, sorry, Baxter's data is different. So mine is Feb 17th to today. Let's try and see. Yeah. Alright, let's. Alright, you know what? I believe we have to do this stuff. Let me just get on my professional account, and then we really have to do this, otherwise we'll not be. I'm such a I use Velo more than TradingView, and that's another subscription we add. So let me just pay this once again. Hopefully credit card information don't leak on here. Sorry, so I just want to get the Pine script thing down, and then we will try and backtest. If we have too much of a discrepancy, then it kind of looks silly, like you can't, like, we're trying to do too many things. If we can't get the simple things right, we might as well just go back home. Sorry, it just takes a bit of time. I need to log in the banking stuff. And I believe we have the bias check, and then we'll add the macro bias check as well. All right. And that's probably something I should have done much earlier, but I haven't done it. Probably just got too confident. And there we go. We're paying money now for TradingView, and we will backtest the strategy against TradingView. All right, cool. Let's I'm a professional trader. Yeah, fuck you. Can we? Okay. Alright, so I need to take this away. Sorry for this. I actually need to alright, cool. We'll log back in. So, alright, so that's the, you guys see the screen, right? RSI mean reversion. That's the data we have from the Pine script with the long and everything, but what you want is make sure on the same data set, so Feb 17th. What the fuck is this? Oh wait, I actually need the premium plan. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Okay, so I have the essential. I need to get the. Wait, which one do I need to get? Alright, so I need to get the premium plan. Alright, so we'll buy this just for the sake. Well, we actually need to get this off the ground. But sorry, I'm just so unprepped. I'm live. Okay. So nice. Trading views now. We really have to generate money here. We can't just let trading view take our money. Damn, again. Well, the UX is really fucking bad. I have to tell you that. Just can't get anything done here. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's annoying. Trading view is just asking you so much stuff. Alright, now. Okay, so basically. Alright, this is just a complete scam at this point. Okay. 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 Alright, cool. Are we good now, or what? Alright, looks like we're good. Sorry for this. So the backtesting period is going back. Please tell me it works. Alright, cool. So it's going back a year from now. So a year from now is alright, let's just take this and the stats that we have is 20 trades. It's only 20 trades. and we have 49 trades. So the question being, I want a way to test this easily and make sure we come to understand, because that's not good. Like, I'm not confident in launching if even that little bit is not correct. So what I want is make sure we have the same signals here. So I want to get the candlestick chart and with the long and exit. So let's say we had 20 trades. Are we sure the backtesting period is the same? Redo backtest. Let's yeah. All right. So we've got an issue. All right. Big issue on the. Let's just save that for the record. We can go back to the strategy. And see what's going on. On the strategy with PineScript, it only outputs 20 trades. Can you show the candlestick chart with the entry and exit, please? And then we will probably just do some more troubleshooting. And tomorrow is gonna be a hell of a rock and roll day because I have to troubleshoot that. I'll probably have to delay some more. So apparently we have the AI insights and capabilities, which is cool. And we have a UI issue. And now we are trying to improve the way we. So that's what we are looking at. So everything's pretty much insanely bearish. And that's just reality of the business, is everything just, it's not looking good. That's what bear markets look like. By the way, the asset section, don't ask me why we have Matic. Well, Pole now, dot. I have to change this. But we're not gonna look at this now. I still think this is useful information. And yeah, everything's just. Perhaps it's just the moment to buy is when everything's just down on me. So let's see. Let's try and get the get this to be fixed, because I don't like this at all. Is it a time frame issue? I have the full log of trades, so I can probably, yeah, I can export those. And then we can probably ask the AI to, wait, And that's my log of trades from TradingView. Help me travel shirt. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the least we should do. And then I'm probably not gonna be able to fix the whole thing for today. But tomorrow is gonna be grind time. I think I'm interested to know is on the AI insights. Can you let me know when did the trend flip last for each time frame? Just want to know when did we, flip bearish on the long time frame and mid time frame. Potentially want to add the weekly time frame as well. All right, let's try and get this to be solved. And apparently we should have the candlestick pattern. And we absolutely need to make sure we don't have the candlestick pattern. All right, cool. So I love to end the day with a few bucks. It's always a pleasure to kill your confidence into the day. Because we got the full trade log. So for example, here we've made a trade on the 11th. And then here, no trade was done on the 11th. Ah, wait. Is it because we go short? No. We both go long only, apparently. Yeah, so it's not. We went long on the 4th. Alright, so it looks like no, we went. Yeah, it's just so messed up. The output is complete trash because it's nothing really matches. And the bitstamp dataset is for sure. Like I trust TradingView a lot more than I trust the system. Or is it because of a risk management? No, it's 2% per trade. And we just basically don't get entry, right? Because the answer on the 15th, we also enter on the 15th of December. Yeah, something's not right. Okay. The AI is not giving up, it's saying that the Python, or the AI that converts the Pine script did not do a good enough job. But let's see if, let's try and see actually if we can make sense of the script. Where can I? Alright, that's my indicator. So this is our exit logic. So what I understand is there is RSI. Yeah, we do enter on the right levels. I'm just not sure what's going on here. Got right, but it's a good thing though we get the Pine script, so I'm gonna have to run a test to make sure each strategy is bulletproof. Alright, so alright, so apparently we do have the candlestick chart. Then we don't. Okay, it's telling me it's there, I just don't see it. Or am I just too tired? Alright, find the discrepancy. Let's see, it's just not. Like for each strategy, just want to make sure Alpine's crit code is correct. And apparently, saying that the RSI calculation isn't the same. And so that means the whole strategy is dependent on RSI. So if you don't agree on an RSI value, then obviously nothing's gonna work. And I think at the end of this troubleshoot, we will end there because my brain is just fried. But I doubt like we're fully wrong. Like, I would love to try and test different, like once we get this to be fixed somehow, try a different strategy and make sure this time it's correct. So otherwise our system is in a bit of a trouble, I have to say. Alright, so now we are comparing the scripts generated in Python with the script in PineScript to make sure there's no discrepancies. And now I believe, yeah, the thing flipped bearish 4 hours ago on BTC, flipped bearish a day ago on ETH. And then what would be cool is, can you display on the chart the moving on just want to get visually displayed. Make sure it's alright. So apparently the issue is based on how we calculate RSI. And if that's the case, then I'd be a lot more confident about our system. Like if it's only this issue, then we'll try and run a different strategy. Alright, cool. So now apparently it's found it fixed, but let's see if we agree on the fix. So I'm just gonna copy and paste the strategy and now see if we're happy with it. So remember, we need to find about 20 trades. We should be good if we have 20 trades. And then if that is done, then we'll probably try and troubleshoot with a different strategy, and then we just call this a day, and then wake up in about 7 hours and do it all over again. What we're adding on the capabilities tab is the ability to visually see the chart and there we go. Alright, 29 trades. As opposed to, it's slightly better, but that's not what we want. Let's see if I run the Pine script. If there is any difference. I don't expect there to be any differences. And we need to get rid of that on the syntax, and then if we publish it. Alright, so we just published now. And now we're getting 71 trades. The fuck? Oh yeah, sorry. Because the... Alright, so now I don't know. Alright. So it looks like it's a bigger issue. Like, honestly, just look at it tomorrow at this stage. I just don't wanna get lost in this. And now we're getting a nice graph that shows the different EAMAs, and yes, it's very visual, but it's a good way to assess. Okay, we're both very bearish at the moment. Alright, cool. So it was not the most exciting stream, to be honest, but we'll take it day by day, and we'll come back stronger tomorrow to hopefully launch the app as soon as they've really figured out what's wrong on our strategy. So until then, and for tomorrow, a stream earlier just lacks energy at this time, and it's not good for you guys. Cheers.